we're gonna get into this like real quick. Hopefully it doesn't last too long. I'm fucking like I'm ready for bed and these cats are calling my name. You know how it's typically like misery loves company. It's that vibe. My girlfriend. I'm so tired. I just try to like lay down and go to bed. Like I'm exhausted. And because I already grabbed this deck, it's like talk to me. And I'm like, come and talk to me. That's some Joe to say. Okay, well, Spirit's picking my energy up a little bit, but I don't know how much it's gonna go up because I don't even know how I'm sitting here. So it's like misery loves company, right? The vibe I'm getting is like something karmic, clearly. I don't know if it's on your end, their end. What the fuck are you barking at, Loki? We know where my spirituals are headed. We see the energy. We know you just went through something, right? We literally just like read on that. These are two heavy decks. Ten of Swords, a Tower, right? So we know you just went through something, right? We have like the refreshing energy come in because it's pulling me. It's like the read we just literally did. But I feel like this is on the other end. So I'm going to get a couple cards for you. And then kind of like the karmic energy. Because I feel like the table turned a little bit. So now look at it. It's switching. Daughter of Pence, Magician. It's like the energy has shifted. But not in a way that's one is better than the other. It's like you just went through the damn Tower and the Ten of Swords. Like that's somebody who straight up manipulated a situation and manipulated a situation to fail on purpose. It's shitty. It's ego, right? So anywho, you're now in that energy after saying goodbye or whatever. So let's just do this because they just perk my energy like a notch. But I don't want them like really tweaking my energy right now because I want to go to bed. And I don't want this to come out in the weekend read. And so let's just like get this out there. And leave it where it belongs. Because there's all that, right? So my spirituals, it can go either way, but I mean, I doubt it. We know the spiritual energy is shifting, right? I mean, yeah. Sorry. I'm going to have to put a Band-Aid on because it's still so fresh. It's been like a week. And it took that long to heal. So, and it's literally not even healed. So if we open that. Hey, buddy. I'm going to do a quick YouTube and then off to bed. It's still.
Was someone here?
No, Loki's just like, he must have saw something. Like a walker or something. It's still so raw. It's just like a well boo-boo. I think I was just able, last night was like the second night I slept with it, so it would dry up and get air. It took a while. Ooh, Empress Devil, don't be tempted. So I'm not really too concerned about you guys' energy right now. We're just going to get some overall energy for the spirituals. Sinead O'Connor is coming through again. Nothing compares to you. So when I say the tables turn, I don't mean it as like, ha ha, ha ha ha, tables turn. Like, no. It is what it is. Like, if you were again, like, I'm just being told, like, your Tower, Ten of Swords, this energy, you definitely felt betrayed. There's no question. Six of Cups. Eight of Swords. In the Moon. So you were feeling, stuck, restricted in regards to something with the past, something that came out. It looks like the ugly truth. Mental energy. What's this? Seven of Swords. Six of Swords. It's fucking Eight of Swords. Yeah, some type of toxic ass communication. And here comes the Justice. Okay. Empress. So there was some type of communication in regards to the past that was making you feel stuck, trapped in your head, possibly confused. It is all linked to communication. It was toxic. Something was exposed, or it was a release. To me, I'm actually looking at the moon as a release, because the moon was upright for freaking how long? Like it was hidden, but wasn't really hidden. It was more just shit ass energy that was purposely being kept. So it's like justice, whether you see it or not. So with the moon reversed, Matt Kessel. Three of Pence, Judgment, Father of Swords. You're dealing with somebody who was sharp-witted. The Father of Swords, King of Swords, and the Devil. This is somebody who purposely wanted you to feel restricted. It is like they wanted you to put the effort in because they wanted to be in control, making the judgment call. And then the Star reversed. So it's like it really didn't go in that direction. You could have openly communicated, and then what you got in return, You got two nines. Nine of Wands, Nine of Wands, Nine of Cups. So stressful communication instead of happy-go-lucky communication. At one point when you guys communicated, it was happy, it was lucky. It was happy, it was... I don't know. It doesn't look like you were waiting for anything to be reciprocated. It looks like it was pretty clear. But you do have like the Five of Swords where like it seems like happy-go-lucky energy. Like you try to communicate. Or you needed to let go of, or whatever the case happened, Okay, this is past tense for you. This is what recently went down for you, or with this energy. It could have even been stressful for you to even communicate yourself, but what you got was like an argument or manipulation. So you have an energy here that purposely manipulated communication. You have an energy here that purposely wanted you to put more effort in so they could purposely make the judgment call, because this energy wanted to remain in their power. Very egotistical, very lots of control issues here. Tricked. They tricked you into, it was a trick, it was a game. There's power struggles here. Okay. You released it. I think when you released it, it got returned to sender. Because we now have we now have justice. Okay. And Empress at the bottom of the deck, we know that you're in that energy now, right? For them. So they're feeling some type of karma. I don't know if it's like a clear backlash. 10 of Pence, Queen of Swords. Excuse me. 10 of Pence, Queen of Pence. 6 of Cups. Page of Pence. There could have been some type of obligation to the past or a person. I don't know if that was you. But with the 8 of Cups, it's like it's like sprinting out of here. It's like their back is turned. It's the same energy here with the 6 of Cups, whatever this was. They walked away from it, which is crazy because 10 of Pence, Queen of Swords. If I don't think it's somebody else. If it was you, it was solid. There could have been something with work, but maybe they didn't expect you to stand your ground. Again, I'm not really sure, because this person definitely expected you to put more energy in after some type of discombobbled communication or whatnot. It was definitely, this person definitely manipulated you through communication. This is an energy that's real good at, they want to make the final judgment calls. This is definitely an energy that has control issues. They're not in tune with their feelings. It's all logical energy. There's temptation, but there's also toxic energy. It's karmic. I don't know if you expected like a good result, or it could be like stressful communication about meeting up, because this would be like going out for dinner, going out for drinks, everyday contentment. It's everyday life, hanging out with like friends. You know what I mean? You met up with the past. Whatever went down led to the 5 of Swords, led to an argument. I don't know what went down in between, whether it was that day, night, but it led to an argument. You might have been feeling restricted, but this energy purposely restricted you. They expected you to put the energy in. They expected you to be emotional so they could ultimately make the judgment call themselves. What a fucking son of a bitch, huh? But you're the Empress. you're getting justice because this was, I'm hearing like manufactured. It was designed. So I don't know if somebody wanted to get their rocks off here. I don't know what this is in regards to, but this is somebody where you really once had a good time with, and your intentions to meet up or whatever this was to hang out and have a good time. So if they were looking at you, let's just see. Tell me about the Ten of Pence. Because it's this energy, I can clearly see that it's the same energy, both Six of Cups. But it's like they turned their back and took off, but their back wasn't really turned. They made it so that like they were still accessible to you, but their back was turned. You know what I mean? Like, but don't worry, I'm still here type vibe. Like it's almost like you're my world, but not my world. But like this person knew you was solid, unless it's somebody else. Like it's so fucked up what this energy did. Like whatever, it's almost like they met up to clearly satisfy their own needs, even though that's probably not what the meetup was in regards to with the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Cups, because you got two nines. You were kind of already at your wits' end in regards to something anyway. Like it was nervous energy, anxiety. Like there was always obviously something clearly going on anyway, and you're like, all right, let's meet up. Let's have fun. Let's get together. Yeah, but it is like, oh no, oh no, no, no. Like it is like that because it's like whatever happened to the boy I once knew or the girl I once knew that said he'd be true. So again, we're back to like, I don't know if it's like they broke a promise or it's like who the fuck did you turn into? Because you were expecting the daughter of Wands energy and to have a good time with this energy, whether it's dinner, whether you were chatting on the phone, whether it was a date, whether it was a hookup. It doesn't look like there's a intentional fucking hookup here. But this is somebody from your fucking past that manipulated a situation from the rip. They knew what they were doing, purposely manipulated you, purposely wanted you to feel stuck, confused, trapped. They wanted you emotional. They needed to be fed. So they kind of used you and then was hoping you would put the energy in, was hoping you would like keep feeding them, or they were definitely projecting, but they wanted you to put the effort in so they could legit make the judgment call when walking away. There is fear here too, but you're dealing with a control freak. Like not like OCD control freak. Like control, like controller, like somebody who always has to have the remote on their lap. Like they determine what's on TV. Yeah, they determine like what would be good for you guys to watch. Like, but I don't even like. That's not what you went into. I don't know. It's almost like someone changed overnight. It was whatever went down was absolutely hands down intentional. So they could feel good, so they could turn their back, but they could act like, but I'm still here though. I'm still here. I want to keep going to this read, but it's like Spirit wants it to be real clear up here on how this went down. But right now you're the Empress and you move past it. It obviously got the best of you, but what's crowning this Ten of Spears? This was something that went on for a while. 10 years, 9 years, 18 years, possibly. You guys could have just been friends. It could have just been 5 months too, guys. If that's the case and it went on for a while, like, there was no reason to do that to the Queen of Pentacles energy here. Like, it's very, this is throwing me the fuck off, but I think that's what they purposely intended. Get what I'm saying? King of Cups. So they acted like the feelings was there, like there was a commitment. Not like put a ring on my finger, not like boyfriend, girlfriend, but like you guys were fucking solid. Or they were already in a commitment. No, you got the Knight of Cups. This is somebody that's like, oh, we're solid. Or this is the energy coming at you. But good luck there, because we had that discussion last night too when I was whipping out all the fucking Queen of Swords. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. What is this Earth energy right now? Holy Toledo. Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Like, you're fucking solid. You're rock solid. You don't need this fucking energy. So this is them thinking about you now. It's almost like they're being haunted. And the Two of Cups, like, shit, I got feelings. What the fuck? But see, here's the thing. The feelings were always there. I think you guys were friends or lovers or dated. Like, the feelings were there. And if someone just treated you like feelings didn't fucking exist. Like, I don't even know what this is. It must have been like, what the fuck? But they purposely did what the fuck? For their own vanity, their own ego. This motherfucker wanted to be the one in charge making the judgment call on how this was going to go. Wow. So now they got feelings. They see you as solid, or your projected energy is certainly solid. Refreshed. Ace of coin, Nine of coin. Again, you're going to the 10 of coin. You're the Queen of coin. Two of cups. So they're definitely like, so I think now they're sitting in their feelings, or spirits like, tell me about the Six of Cups real quick. Because they're seeing something fucking clear as day now. They're seeing what they didn't expect to see, the Seven of Wands. So it's like a block. Trying to block it, trying to block you, trying to act like, I don't got feelings for you. I don't want something solid. I don't need you. I don't like you. I don't like, you know what I mean? With the King of Spears, like, this is like, what the actual fuck? Tell me about the Page of Spears. This is like, I wouldn't say it's delusional, but justice has hit in the Two of Swords. So it's still like very indecisive. Back is still turned. This one feels like they're freed up, thinking they created some type of blockage, but they didn't, because the Tower and the Seven of Swords. See, it got returned to sender because of the decision they made. Tell me about the Eight of Cups. Five of Cups. So now they're bent out of shape, they're sad, they're missing you, there's regret on how they communicated, how they treated you, what they did. I can't make excuses for this energy. Like I wouldn't make excuses for you. But this Tower and the Three of Swords, like the heartache, it had to get turned around because this is Spirit's way of being like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I don't even know what to say to you guys in regards to this because it's not mind blowing, it's not baffling, but it's like that was always there. That's what they turned their back on. They turned their back on the 10 of Pence and the Queen of Pence. That was solid. They knew that was there. They knew it existed. But they also knew that they could probably manipulate this situation. And they went for it. Do I think it wasn't do I think it was a personal attack on you? I don't think so. But you were the victim because it was ill intentions from the get-go. So in this case, it is a victim situation. Are you playing victim? Absolutely not. You're more like, what the fuck? This is definitely WTF energy. And I just felt like a child. So very immature energy, but it's very controlling, domineering. It's really fucked up. And it's like they turned their back, they blocked it. They act like this wasn't here. Like there was nothing solid about this situation. Like there was nothing really solid about you. It's like, but all up here is like not personal, but it's like they purposely sabotaged a solid situation to get their own kicks off. Like it is again, like I don't know whether to be angry at the energy or actually feel sorry for the fucking energy. This was again karmically designed. It was that whole scenario karmically set up for this to happen because I don't know what type of life this person was leading, but it doesn't look so great because it was a return to sender. So this energy had to feel this because why would you do that to somebody that was solid? Like you guys had a solid friendship, you had a solid relationship, you had solid communication. Like it was, you get what I'm saying? Like it just wasn't necessary. So, and they do have feelings for you, but I don't think that was like hidden from you. It's not one of those scenarios like even if they got feelings and they're keeping it from you, it's still not one of those scenarios that have played out in the past where it's like, I know this person has feelings for me and they're just not saying it. Like it's just it's no, it's not like that. But the crazy thing here, which is like crazy to me, is that they wanted you to feel engulfed in their energy, like as if they were a fucking wizard or something. Like I don't even understand where this energy came from because it, Like, it's just like, what? Like, they purposely wanted you to get here so they could end it. Like, I don't get it. Like, who does that to an individual that it's just that's why they're in this position. Because who does that to somebody? You just don't do that shit. Like, you just so there's obviously some issues. Like, there could be some type of addiction there that you don't know about. I mean, there's definitely a control issue of like, haha, like very macho, like it's like that vanity energy. And I think I said that yesterday, like that the vain energy, but the word I got tonight was vanity. Like they just seek attention, like, or they're just like they have that energy that's magnetic where they get that attention, but guys, this was intentional. They intentionally did this to you. And now it's like, nothing compares to you. Guys blatantly turned their back, blocked it, but like, I'm still here, but running as far as you can as if, like, I don't even understand. This is more than like just lying to themselves. It's more than self deception. Like, there was clearly a lesson. Like, spirit knew this was going to happen. That's why it was orchestrated to go down. So you kind of were a catalyst for somebody. So spirit must have knew you could handle it. And I'm sorry, because that's no fun being put in that position. Troops, I've been there and done that. It's like sometimes I'm like, I, I know there's a thing of spiritual bait, but like it felt more like being a rag doll. And yeah, I could handle it. And I always did come out stronger or a different person, or you know what I mean? It's almost like, I know it sounds crazy. It didn't feed me, but in certain situations, when I know my worth and I'm not entertaining this, because games could still be played here. The door has been left open so you guys could entertain and go back and forth because that's what he wants or she, right? Empress isn't going to do that. We already had that discussion last night. We already know what's going down. We don't need to be like, I know what you like. It's just, it's not a thing. If you entertain it and you know what I mean? You do that, you do that. Like, it's like even restricted communication. I don't know if they went silent. Like, yeah, I know it's only a matter of time before she reaches out or he reach like, and it's like if you reached out, it was for other reasons or something. Like it wasn't to manipulate. It ended up getting blocked, returned to sender. Oh, I got sidetracked. So even though I feel like a rag doll once in a while, it's like it does feed me personally because I see my growth, but it does set fuel to my feet. You know what I mean in a way? And I know it's fucked up and it's a weird way for spirit to put fuel under my ass, but it's the opposite would be sitting back, crying, feeling depressed, feeling trapped, feeling stuck, feeling not worth it. So I'd rather have the fire under my ass than to sit back and be like, I can't believe this person did this to me. You get what I'm saying? So that it's like in your own brain on how ultimately it's going to play out. And again, I'd rather have fire under my ass than to sit and feel like any certain way or to stay in this position because this person has left you in a position where there still could be open communication and you guys could go back and forth because it's like they're just waiting for you to reach out, which is so insane because you're not playing that fucking game. You were never playing that game. So now spirit's like, okay, it's your justice. You don't even need to know this is happening. You were just the catalyst. But it had to have been a friend or somebody important because you did have a solid scenario. Whether it was a solid commitment or not, there was still a solid connection between you two that somebody blatantly was just like, nah, that doesn't exist. And now they're sitting in the tower, you know, with a lot of regret, disappointed in themselves, you know, not doing the right thing. You might not ever talk to this energy again. You might not ever see this energy again. You were this person's catalyst. Do I think that you were friends, that you were a lover, that you were something before this? Yep. But you had the capability to be this person's catalyst because of your strength. And I know that sucks that you got spiritually used and matrixly used. Matrixly is not even a fucking word, right? But spirit used you and the matrix muncher fucking used you. But that's because you are strong enough. And I know that is not reassuring, but I guarantee it set fire under your ass. Okay. So I just heard like trial basis. So I don't even know what that means. So you had to be an important person for this to work. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like a blessing in disguise, but it's so fucked up. But you made it out okay. Do you get what I'm saying? You made it out okay. You had to have some type of connection with this person in order for them to have this epiphany, this wake up call. In order for it to work, a catalyst has to be powerful. And I know it kind of sucks, but they knew you would be that person and they knew you would shut this down and they knew you wouldn't entertain this. Yep, they knew you were going to get hurt and a little confused and this. They know that, but they also knew that you were the one person that could trigger this person. And again, I'm not sitting here and trying to reassure you. I'm really not. I know it sucks, but that's what this is. This person has to sit in this energy. Will they come and eventually apologize? Maybe, or maybe not. Your job is done. It's in spirit's hand. It is what it is. Can you guys hear me? I feel like it was going in and out. You can, a little crackly. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but it is what it is, guys. If this person was to come back, wouldn't you rather that this person learn a lesson? Maybe you're strong enough to forgive. Maybe this energy is strong enough to own what they did. You don't know how this is going to play out. But this is definitely something that went down. And I don't even think it's important for you to know right now what's going to happen next because you're in the Empress energy. A real Empress isn't going to be like, ha ha. It's just not a thing. This person probably has to go through a dark night of the soul because they're like, what the fuck? Like, what did I do? Like, but again, This is how spirit works, guys. When I say I know like the ins and out and things, and I'm gonna fuck this industry up and fucking start all over, I'm gonna start all over because it's the only fucking way to go about life and actually feel happy and fulfilled and accomplished. This energy didn't feel accomplished. They purposely set you up. Spirit purposely set you up. But again, I'm not trying to reassure you. And oh, I know we're strong, but no, you're more than strong. You were probably cloaked. This could have went down way differently if you weren't already. If you wouldn't have been able to be this person's catalyst if you hadn't already experienced this down the road with somebody else. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like this was easy peasy for you. Did it hurt you? Yep. But you knew your worth by far that you were strong enough to be this catalyst. It is what it is. In order to be a catalyst, there has to be a soul connection. There has to be a spiritual link. There has to be something there, or you be a catalyst. A random person can't be a catalyst. It has to be somebody powerful enough to return the energy back to sender. So yeah, again, there's a lot of regret. There's anxiety. There's disappointment. They're realizing things. They get it. Okay. Being guided. Or this in general. What's up? Hey. Or this in general is being guided. You need anything? All right. I'm wrapping this up in a minute. I love you. Am I seeing things? I feel like I'm seeing cards that are flipped, guys. Like multiple cards that are flipped. And there's not one that's flipped. So I don't know what type of message that is. Because I thought I saw at least 3 or 4 that are flipped, and there's not one that's flipped. It threw me off. Again, energy was supposed to throw you off, you know? So ultimately, this, is a guided situation. They're either going to be guided to come back and apologize and maybe renew something if you feel like it, or it's just going to be guided in general. This energy is going to learn a lesson. This was not a lesson for you. This was just moving on. It still hurt. But I can see how this went down. So this actually makes a little more sense because this is forgivable in a way. And I know that sounds crazy. But remember last night I was like, Queen of Swords, this and that. Like, I don't know how the fuck you're going to forgive this energy. I think you can because you now know a situation that played out. Spirit's not keeping this from you anymore. It's not hidden. You chose you. This person did something really incredibly fucked up. But if this person was to apologize and own it, it can change the dynamic. But this person wasn't who they were when you knew them or something. So there had to have been major shit going on in their life. Like I said, you were the catalyst. Nobody else could have pulled this off. And you didn't even have to try. You just are who you are. That's what happens when you lie, self-deceive yourself. That's what happens when you have control issues. You get what I'm saying? So it's not that it wasn't there, guys. It was, the connection's still there. It was always there. It might not be there anymore, but it was there. Doesn't matter what they say. You're beyond that phase in life. This person can't keep you down. They can't keep you restricted. This is somebody who wanted to keep you close, but closed off. But you got your clarity. They still had the dignity to communicate and give you some type of clarity, but I think they thought they could manipulate it, but it couldn't be manipulated because the type of clarity they gave you, signs, synchronicities, triggers, it backfired on them. It wasn't the confusion they intended. So they're like, all right, we'll give her a little. We'll give him a little. But what worked with other people does not work with you. This person is very good at manipulating other people, manipulating their way through life if they chose to. They're used to getting attention. They're used to sitting in the hot seat. It's like firecracker energy. Can be the life of the party, even though it seems like an energy that's laid back. You get what I'm saying? Because you're not going to hang out with a tightwad. So this energy could obviously be chill. So am I now seeing how I can explain to you how it can be forgiven? Doesn't mean you end up with them. It just means you're strong enough. And I hate using the word strong enough because I feel like it's demolishing you or something. Like it's a different type of strength. You were cloaked to this could have went down a lot differently. You were definitely cloaked in the sense of I think spirit instantly shut down your heart chakra as soon as you expressed yourself, you remained true to yourself, you didn't hold back. There was no need to because you knew you could be who you were with this person. It was this person that got caught up, not you. So, I mean, I really truly hope this helps you a little bit. And I'm not trying to take away, like, I'm not using strong as in like you're strong, like your heart chakra, certain things will shut down. So you weren't affected by certain stuff, but you were affected by just enough where you could see the game that was being played. It didn't need to be called out. It's one of those things where you go your own way. Even though you knew the door was open, you went your own way. There was no reason to entertain this type of energy when you knew exactly. This person was saying stuff to the point where it doesn't even sound like them. And I don't think it's like they had like an entity attached. I don't think it was like that. I think this person was just so far up their fucking ego and has lied to themselves for so long and wore some type of mask and projected that they were good that they truly fucking believed it. That's the thing. Again, you were the only one that could come in and trigger this. Nobody else could trigger this. And that says a lot. And I'm not like, okay, the connection's there. Yeah, forgive. No, no, no. It doesn't go down that way either, like that. But I can see now that something is so clear that spirit's letting this in that you can forgive this situation. It doesn't mean you'll end up with them. I don't know. I mean, it's so clearly fucking guided. If this energy was to own it and there was reciprocity, we all know how that goes. It could easily be not easily be forgiven, but there's wiggle room. I think that wiggle room is there for like further discussion. This isn't somebody that could hit you up tomorrow. I wouldn't think, you know, because you're in this energy for a reason. Justice is here for a reason. This energy still has to Sit with this. Acknowledge this. Accept it. Reciprocate what they didn't want to dish out. So I don't know how this is all going to pan out. It's the least of your worries. I did not come on tonight for you to be like, so this is what's going on with their karma, and now you can sleep more soundly. No. But it's not for you to be like, oh, I knew it. Like, no. Just remain here. It's in Spirit's hands. Okay? Like, been there, done that. Like, this should be, you shouldn't be losing sleep over this. And if you are, you're real close to no longer losing sleep over this. Okay? So hang in there, because the ascension is strong. And if you are powerful enough to trigger this, there's no stopping you as you move forward. So take this as like a blessing, a really fucked up blessing, because you will get justice from this. You will get some type of reward on however you want to look at reward. To me, a reward from Spirit is just happiness. You will get some type of reward for your hard work. You will get some type of reward for being this person's catalyst. You will get some type of reward for being this person's lover, friend, whoever it was. You will get that in return from Spirit. Whether it works out with this, whether you go along your merry way and this ends up being your energy and somebody new comes into your life and this is blocked and this person learns. You will be rewarded because you remained true to who you are. And it was a shitty fucking experience that you had to experience. But Spirit didn't use you in the sense for you to be like, you're a fucking asshole and you suck, and to Spirit, it's, you're mature enough and you're far enough along on your journey that you should be able to understand what it is I'm trying to say. And if you don't, I think it's going to become clear. Because you have to be far enough in your journey to even hold the type of power that could trigger that. Only someone true and pure can get something or someone to want to do the right thing. Spirit can't control how that goes per se. It's this person's opportunity to take advantage of their own mistakes and right their wrongs, right their rights wrong, right their wrongs right. You know what I mean? I hope this makes some type of sense. This is like a fucked up, beautiful, fucked up scenario. I don't even know what to say. This energy is feeling very nostalgic. You both could have that nostalgia towards each other, but one could have blocked it, the other one just fucked it up. It's going to remain blocked until boundaries are, again, it's like acceptance, acknowledgement, righting their wrongs right. Like, it's not just like, it's not like that. You didn't go through this for nothing. You really didn't. When I say to you guys, right, the life of a life worker, that's exactly. I tried to explain that to you guys earlier. What we go through and certain stuff, like, is It's mind-boggling. It really is mind-blowing what some of us need to experience to teach and explain things a certain way, so because things need to be explained like this. You don't need to be lied to, okay? Especially from spirit or this and that, like, this kind of read is so eye-opening that I really think you can handle this. The average person who was to just come on here and starting a journey, they'd be like, "What the fuck?" I might have triggered some people. Like, "What do you mean spirit uses you?" You know, like, you get something out of it if it makes you feel better. I don't know. I think it's pretty powerful that you're powerful enough to shed the light, to be that person and make somebody feel like they're still accepted even after they went through something really tough that you know nothing about. And as of right now, you're just like, whatever, I'm Empress. Back. I don't honestly know if it's gonna come back. For some of you, it probably is. But again, that's not something you need to worry about right now. This isn't like someone hits you up tomorrow, forgive and forget. Like, no, there's still karma playing out here. This doesn't happen overnight. There's a lot of recognition that needs to happen on this end. They need to figure out why they were this person with you. They got away with this with a lot of people, but I think with you, it's almost like they should have known better that they because they were that much in their power struggle. Yeah, it's not right what they did. I'm not making excuses. It's not right. It's on you where you take this. I'm just trying to explain this the best I can so you can make sense of it. So you can realize it wasn't all for nothing. Like, because some people I feel like, why did that happen? Or, you know what I mean? Like, me personally, I don't want you in the energy of why did that happen? This is why that happened. Yes, it was there. Yes, there was whatever this person said, it didn't matter. A lot of it was just fucking lies. We know what was there. And you're not that person, like, you don't need someone to fucking acknowledge that. You felt it. It was real. That typically only happens when it is real. And again, it was real. It had to have been there. Or again, you wouldn't be able to be the catalyst if it wasn't there. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like it's a guarantee. But you don't even need that gratification or the guarantee or spirit telling you it was there. You know it's fucking there. You don't need this person to be like, "Oh, I'm sorry." It was like, look, you get what I'm saying? It's just I don't want to dumb it down for the Matrix. This is the reality of carrying powerful energy. Somebody's got to, if they want to be in your life, they got to get over some shit and realize whether you're spiritual, whether you're Jewish, it doesn't matter. Like, someone who's pure would never use something against them. Relationship is mutual. It's mutual respect, reciprocity. It's you're not getting tricked. There's got to be trust. There's vulnerability. There's still stuff on our end. There's still stuff on their end. You need somebody strong enough in your life to own their shit, to right their wrongs, make them right, and to be confident enough to stand by your fucking side because you need someone solid because of your everyday experiences, your thoughts, where your thoughts can take you, where your energy can take you. You need someone solid. You can't have topsy turvy, flippy floppy. Like it's just not a thing. So I'm not saying this person is your person or not. I don't know, guys. but I know what's needed for a spiritual leader, for a spiritual influencer, for a spiritual light worker. I know it's needed. And trust me, you're gonna get what's deserved in the sense of what your needs are. You can match, they're gonna match your needs, you can match theirs, be reciprocated. You don't gotta worry about silly little shit like this. This was more of a situation where it looks more disturbing. Yes, it was hurtful, but it's really like what the actual fuck just went down. And I saw that from the beginning. But I just didn't know how to explain it to you because spirit wasn't letting us really see it. Well, they didn't let us see it because something had to play out, and you should be thankful it didn't play out for that long. This was kind of like a quick play out, a month or two, some of you weeks. So, again, I don't know where this goes, but it's on them to acknowledge what's happening, how they feel, how they did what they did, accept it, right their wrongs, right? Decide where they go in their future endeavors, how they treat people moving forward. They need to realize why they treated you this way when they know there was a connection. Which, what type of fears do they have? Are they worried? Were they worried about being abandoned? They wanted to leave you before you could leave them. But why did they think that you would even leave them? Because you had something. So there's insecurities because this person wanted to make sure that they made the judgment call the minute you decided to put energy in. Like I said, this person knows exactly how to manipulate and project certain energy. So you would have got put in that scenario. And you did. And then you wised up and they didn't realize because spirit absolutely in the beginning let it happen, so they thought they had control. I knew who this person was. You just didn't expect this type of behavior. This is what you got. You got, I feel like like a child, but a grown ass person, you know? So feeling very nostalgic in regards to really wanting to hold on to like what you guys had. But here's the thing. Maybe you were sleeping in regards to this connection. Maybe they were sleeping in regards to this connection. Maybe you were slightly waking up, but you wanted nothing to do with it. And they were not waking up and they created this shit show. How do you know the two of you weren't sleeping? And this needed to be orchestrated. And eventually, you both go back to the nostalgic energy that was once there. Because you could very well be guided back to each other and back to that nostalgia. This is really a beautiful read. As fucked up as it is, it's extremely eye-opening. Extremely eye-opening. So again, I'm not even going to bother to play this out because it's going to play out however it needs to play out. And however long it takes in order for this to play out. You may never see this person again in your entire life. And that's okay. I don't know what this is, but it's powerful, guys. I honestly think, look at that, awakening. I honestly think you're crazy. I honestly think there's still two sleeping beauties here. So this story will probably at some point continue, just like when we danced with the devil 3 or 4 years ago. Letters from the Devil. What was that one, guys? Letters from the Devil. or Dancing with the Devil. I think it was Dancing with the Devil. Mm, this is pretty iconic because we had Dancing with the Devil, and now there's, you know, evolution, and right now we have two Sleeping Beauties. It doesn't mean these two Sleeping Beauties are going to come together and live happily ever after. It just means these two Sleeping Beauties are going to wake up and hopefully utilize the powerful energy that was given to them. Okay. So I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you have an amazing night. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Continue to push through and flow with this energy. Stay with the momentum of this energy. And your new path is just starting. You're very guided. Things are definitely, you know, the energy is clearly shifting with you with the justice here. It's clearly going to shift for this one, whether they take the right turn or the wrong turn. Um, I hope everybody comes out of this in a very beneficial way. Because if this energy had time to wake this energy is pretty important. But ultimately, they still get to make the choice on whatever direction they choose to go in life. They choose to lead. So it's not justice you need to see or feel to feel like you don't even need acknowledgement from spirit. Do you get what I'm saying? Like there's got to still be a message here. Um it's just justice. It was return to sender, and it was a quick return to sender. The minute this person shut it down and they felt that power, it flipped. So if you have the ability to trigger their heart, they're most certainly going to have the ability to trigger yours. As in moving forward in a way where two sleeping beauties can clearly wake up, not in a way where you're going to go back and forth with the fucking games and play Ring Around the Rosie. You've already learned that lesson. This one enjoys Ring Around the Rosie. You do not. You see what I'm saying? So if this energy is waking up, then it's going to be beneficial in your life or for their life in general, because they deserve to have more in their life. We don't come in and wake up idiots, guys. We come in and wake people up that have the ability to impact the world or have the ability to impact or influence their children so their children can lead. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a reason for everything. We don't come in and play this role for somebody to wake someone up and they're just a fucking idiot. This energy still has free will where they can choose to go in their own way and feel this and not acknowledge it. But it looks like they're already waking up. See what I'm saying? But it's only going to benefit them. If the two of you were to come together and I started possibly work on a project, then you guys would be waking up different areas of your life. Some of you, it could have been an old boss. I don't know how to read that out. It's probably very few of you. So I'm not going to try to play that scenario out. It would probably make sense to you. And this person will end up getting justice too if they do the right thing. So at the end of the day, it really can work out for everybody. It would definitely work out for you regardless on whatever path this one chooses. You're definitely evolving here. All right. I hope you guys have a good night. And tomorrow for weekend energy. I don't know how often this is going to come out, guys. I don't think this is just going to like play out like that on the board. It's not meant to play out on the board. You're evolving. This is, does that make sense to you? It's not meant to play out on the board like that. It's not meant for everybody to know your fucking life. It's not meant for everybody. Like, it's just not like that. It's not like everyday shit. We all have everyday shit, but we can't stay wrapped in everyday life like that every day. Like, it's just not a thing. This energy is evolving with or without. So this to me is just kind of like, as fucked up as it is, it's kind of a very special reading. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's not. It's just they purposely walked away. It's just very. It is what it is. Like it had to. I don't even need to repeat it. I feel like I needed to repeat it for somebody, but I didn't. I don't. You either kind of understand what I'm saying here, or you don't. This is like one of those readings. I don't believe in timeless readings, but the reading's pretty fucking significant. And if it's gonna hit home, it's gonna hit home soon. There might be timeless energy here, but I'm not that reader where, like, if you come across this 3 years from now, I don't want it to be your read. I'm that reader. I don't want you to resonate with this in 6 months or a year. I want this to play out so we can continue to evolve. I know how moon cycles work. But no weather pattern is consistently the same when the world is ascending and shifting. I don't want you to relate to this next year. Like, I just feel like this needs to be like put in a time capsule, if that makes sense, and let this play out on how, whatever way this plays out. Does that make sense to you guys? Because if it doesn't, I want to kind of reword it for you, because I want you to kind of understand what I'm saying here. It really is important. Like, I just really feel like it should be time capsule, even though I feel like 2 sleeping beauties are gonna wake up, because it's nobody else's business. We know you're going in this direction. If this one, it looks like this one's gonna go in a direction, whether it's with you or not. I really don't want this to resonate with you next year, or I don't. I don't, because by then you should be in a whole nother fucking life. I really need this industry to wake up. I really, really care about you guys that much. I love you guys, and I hope you have a good night. I'm glad you positive. I'm glad you're kind of trying to be positive like that, Zeph, because ultimately it's only going to benefit your children. Honestly, this energy cycle, Amy, is closed out. I this has already happened. I already said that to you guys. This already happened. It is closed out. What happens on this end is different. If this person is meant to be more, I don't think it's just not going to have a bad outcome. You guys will find your way through this. The cycle is closed. But you want to know what cycle is closed? The torment, the pain, the sorrow, the manipulation, the games. You know what you get next? Reality, realness, loyalty. Someone who's responsible with your feelings and your thoughts. So yes, that cycle is closed out. Congratulations. We are done with that cycle. Absolutely, hands down. You won't have that cycle again. So yes, that is closed out. At the end of the day, if you end up together, it's about where the two of your mindsets are at and how you're going to proceed. It's not about all this. That cycle is absolutely hands down done. The new life, the new cycle comes in. You have a different path. Your children have a different path. The energy is different. You are there. You are there. This is nothing to sit back on and be like, oh, but I don't want it. It's not that type of read. It's so fucking symbolic. This should absolutely give you peace of mind. Yes. That's why I said this needs to be time capsuled. Anybody else have any questions? Because this already happened. This is not going to happen again. This is not a cycle that's going to continue. This is I'm fucking wide awake. I'm waking up. This person's already smart in a way in regards to certain stuff. It's whatever has gone down in their life that has nothing to do with you. And I'm not making excuses. But this energy here is powerful enough to wake this energy up. That connection's there. It's a match. They lift you up, you lift them up. This isn't a situation where you would come back into each other's lives and continuously bring each other down. You would absolutely, hands down, be lifting each other up. There's no question. This really is a fucked up read, but it's a beautiful fucking read. You will never go back to this cycle. Ever. It's just not a thing with the ascension. It's in who you are and where you're at in your mindset. So if you need a little clarity, please ask me. Absolutely leveling up. In some of you, it's going to be a hard path, like Zeph, how you just mentioned that. But a year from now, you'll go back and you'll be like, holy shit. You might even cry because it's so emotional that you pulled yourself out of a scenario. You're breaking karma. You're living a whole new life that you thought that it would never be there. It will be there. It belongs to you. You just got to take the right path. So, like I said, whether you're right there or not, if you're in this reading, a year from now, this will not be your reading. It will be like, holy shit, that's what this will be. Like, because this is the beginning of your life. This is the beginning of a new path. This is life altering energy. And it's not because of this one. And it's not because of that one. It's not even like that. It's the evolution. It's where your mindset is at. It's the cycles that have already been wrapped. It's you've been healing for the last year. You are ready to move forward. A lot of people think they haven't healed because they stay in a situation for so long. There's so much healing in between, especially when your mindset is there. You can go back and forth and dilly dally, but the healing is still occurring. So it's not like, okay, for tomorrow is a new day and I'm going to start healing. You are healed. The only thing that would keep you here would be your mindset, but your mindset is going to shift, if this makes sense. You are powerful enough to never, ever, ever again put yourself in that cycle. And your last scenario probably proved it. The last couple months has probably already proved that to you. Never mind the escalator ride the year before or months before. Does that make sense? It's like for years now you've been low. Even though you've been moving forward and making moves, you've been it's like stealth mode, but with a lot of pain attached to it. That's what it's been for years. And that's okay because in those years there has been a tremendous amount of growth. And now you get to like bloom and grow. Like it's like it's so symbolic, guys. It's really it's breathtaking in a way because we have been at a low for years. We have been even the highs have been there and we manage and we get through day to day, but we didn't do it in a fake way. We were very real along the way. We did dilly dally. We did feed ourselves here and there. We did allow certain things to happen. But I guarantee for the last year, you have been in the mindset of pushing through all this karmic shit. Like, in order to get here, you push through probably the heaviest karmic cycle of your life. Of your life. So don't discredit yourself for that. There's going to be ups and downs, but you won't have these cycles anymore. The mental abuse you will work on as you move forward. There's no simple fix for that. But because of who you are and what you're choosing to do and how you're evolving, you will be that person and you will it will simmer, like it will, as you just move forward, that will subside. Just be really careful with your mindset there because I know the instant you put children first, the energy gets real heavy. But I'm proud of you because you put yourself first So now you can work with the children, right? But continue to know, continue, like when you have your ups and downs with the kids, remind yourself of what you went through so you could heal the children. And that might help you mentally stay focused. Okay. So again, that song's coming to me. Keep shining, keep something, knowing you can always count on me for sure. Again, that's what friends are for good times, for bad times. I'll be on your side forevermore. So I don't know if it's spirit. It's just very it's just like, you know how like Over the Rainbow is a very symbolic song? There's something about that song that's either symbolic to you now or it's gonna be symbolic. Like, for me personally, I don't think it's symbolic for me yet, but I feel like it's gonna be, like, one of those symbolic songs for you. I'll be by your side forevermore. For good times, for bad times. I mean, whatever it is, I'd rather just look at it like spirit got your back. It could be this other energy that comes along your path and has your back because you deserve to have solid energy in your life too. Worry about your life, your path, your direction. Somebody comes into that path, flow, see what happens. I don't know who it is, but just don't let a past cycle stop tomorrow. Some of you, it's definitely a new person. Others of you, it's somebody you know, but it's not like the somebody you know where you know that's dead and gone. You know what I mean? This would be like, okay, there's a little wiggle room. It's definitely not the energy where you're like, oh, hell no. It's not. There's wiggle room here. And for others where there's no wiggle room, like Zeph, for instance, I don't think there's wiggle room. I think that's absolutely hands down, spirit's got your back, and you got that energy coming towards you. Because you deserve that, whether it's a friend, whether it's a family member, whether that friend ends up being more, whether it's a future partner. Because once your mindset gets to where your mindset needs to be and the capability is there to move forward, and you don't need someone to fall back on, that's when that energy comes in to uplift. So that's how I know you're there. So, yeah, somebody may come along for the ride to be that role model for the children eventually, or to be that person for you. But it's only because you got your mindset there. It's not because of any other reason. Because spirit doesn't want you to repeat the same with somebody new and then your kids experience that too. No, we broke that cycle. Cycles have been broken. Karma has been broken. This was a very heavy life cycle of karma. I'm telling it feels like the heaviest cycle that you will experience, you broke. And then whatever went down in the last month is not a hiccup. It's so much more than that, but I feel like it's in a vault. So it's very ironic on how this feels. Like there's something with you in the last month of growth. But it was the growth that was always there, but it's the growth you might have not have seen up until now, or incoming energy. Because as soon as these planets, a few more days of this, the planets being like direct, and you get out of like the top seat, like the energy field, like it's only gonna escalate further. It's not gonna pull you backwards. Mercury don't got shit on you no more. The only thing you gotta worry about is electronics, that type of stuff, like little like odds and ends. You won't ever have to be like, ugh, fucking Mercury. Nope. I noticed that in the last year. Mercury don't hit me like that. When Mercury hits, it's for me to be like, oh yeah, fuck, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm on that. That's what this is. You got yourself here. Beautiful reading, guys. Beautiful. Hang in there. Like, hang in there. It's not the energy of like, oh, it's lingering. Like, nah, that's just wrapping up. The cycle is done, but whatever this is needs to be wrapped up universally, not matrix. There's no matrix. You're out of the matrix here. This energy is stepping out of the matrix. But I gotta be honest with you, they weren't always in the matrix. Because like I said, spirit's not here. Like, they're not gonna want to waste your time to wake up an idiot. Get what I'm saying? So in other people's scenarios, if it's not like a person per like that coming back and you got someone new, this would just be like, you now have the capability to help people move forward in life. Like, you can be that person for somebody else. Like, I got you. You don't need, not everybody needs their mother, not everyone needs their biological father, biological mother. It's just, it's not a thing. That's a societal viewpoint. It's not a thing. Sometimes family is extremely karmic, the most karmic things you'll ever battle. But whatever it is, you push through. You're clearly strong enough to wake other energy, and it wouldn't be like your kid's mother, father. It's not like that. It's only to benefit you and whoever is part of whomever. Because not everybody is somebody from your past. Like, does that make sense? Some of you is someone brand new. Others of you it could just be a friend. Hold on, there's got to be something else here. Because like in Zeph's case, like this is not like that person that she's just mentally escaped or still needs to mentally escape, but like her mind has mentally escaped it, but she still has work to do. You know what I mean? In regards to the children in the future and certain stuff. Like, that's the kind of energy I'm talking about. So yeah, that person might step in only because she or anybody in that situation can mentally handle that now because you're moving forward. An extra help coming in to help with the other stuff. It's time, guys. Time when it comes to healing and children. What's up?
Yo.
Yo. I'll be done in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Even with like own personal experiences in regards to like how shit went down with me in the past and stuff, like there's always that stuff. You notice it. I even noticed it 5 years later, 8 years later. I'm like, holy shit, I know where that stems from. So that's always gonna come in here and there, but you're going to be mentally prepared to handle that. It's not going to be torture like you think, but it's always going to pull on your heartstrings here and there because it's an experience they had to have. But it's also the experience they had to have. And I know it sounds crazy because you want to be like, oh, you want to blame it just on you, but it doesn't work like that either. We choose our parents, we choose this, we choose that, whether we have parents, whether we don't. You know what I mean? They needed to be part of that karmic cycle along with you. And a lot of people don't want to recognize that either, but that's the truth because it's only gonna instill morals and integrity in those children, that type of generation, to move forward and make sure that do their best so that doesn't happen with certain stuff on their end. You know, this cycle is broken. It's just a matter of how it goes down from here. It looks like it only gets better, but trust me, there's going to be bumps and sad days and really good days. Okay, really really good days. Um, but I do gotta go because Caden's kind of been hovering, and I gotta play mom, and I've been on YouTube for a while now. So beautiful, beautiful read. I love you guys so much, and really look forward to those beautiful days that are coming. You still got to push through some shit, but it's not like the shit we've pushed through before. It's the strides here are way bigger than you think. Like it's just gonna be smoother, less bumps, and as time goes, as you awaken and the globe ascends and things become more eye-opening, and it makes it a little easier to digest. This read alone makes a lot of sense and makes me realize it's a lot easier to digest some things. And it's going to be like that for a few more months, for a little while now, but that it's only going to help you prosper in the future. It's not anything that's going to hold you back. I love you guys so much. Sleep good, guys. And if you're waking up, good morning, good morning. Bye, guys.